Right, good afternoon and many thanks for joining us this Saturday, the 21st of January, the year 2023. Indeed, we have much and more lined up for you this particular Saturday, including of course, the Kenya Premier League fixtures, APL fixtures, and of course, the ongoing series of the World Rugby Series. And we are talking about, in particular, the performance of the Shujas in the Hamilton 7. Of course, this and much many more will be coming up to you in our sports sequence, that is the sports review and all that. And of course, we'll be taking you through our today's highlight, and I'll be joined by my fellow co-host, that is Pinches. Not new to many, but for the first time we'll be doing it with him here on the sports show. Of course, before that we'll be diving direct to highlights, but we can get some few fixtures of today, that is particular matches that will be played today on Saturday. Remember, there is a big match, that is the battle between Chelsea and Liverpool in the English Premier League, the battle of the Titans. Remember, these two teams have not had some quiet outing this particular season, but it's a moment of redemption for either side that will be wanting to bounce back and of course at least chase a spot to play in the English, in the Champions League, of course, and even finishing top 4 in the English Premier League. That and much many more. And remember, tomorrow still there is a big match between Arsenal and Manchester United. That match will be played at 7:30, that is Kenyan time, that East Africa local time. Big match in this particular weekend. And of course, in here in Kenya in the Premier League, we have the likes of Gor Mahia FC. Tusker FC will be battling out with the likes of Sofapaka, just in a bid to try to defend their crown that they won in the year 2021-2022 season. And of course, many matches that will be played to you today and many more in the coming fixtures. And of course, even as the race for to lift that particular silverware is concerned, and of course many teams will be wanting this season in particular performance of Nzoia Sugar is really surprising many. Remember, right now they lead the log with 18 points. Tusker follows in with 17 points, and of course we have the likes of Sofapaka, and these two teams can be attributed, the performance can be attributed to the likes of the coming in of Bernard Mwalala from Kakamega Homeboys. Remember, this is a coach that was very instrumental in the journey of Kakamega Homeboys when they finished in the second position in the concluded Kenya Premier League action that was actually nullified by the Football Kenya Federation, that is top officials in the country. But their performance has been very key, instrumental. And right now we see Ulinzi, of course, following that same suit. Right now they are third in the log, and of course up neck to neck with the top guns, the likes of the Sugar, Tusker FCs. We have the likes of Bandari, and of course even Gor Mahia comes in a distant fourth position with at least 17 points with a couple of 2 matches to go. They have 2 games in hand, and that is the race of Kenya Premier League as far as the race is concerned. Teams like FC Leopards, they continue to struggle, and we're just hoping to see maybe if this time round it will be their moment of redemption. Remember, the coach had high hopes about this team this particular season as the season kicked off. Of course, they started on a good foot, but along the way some things really happened and they slipped. But it's never too late for them to redeem themselves. Now, before we get into this much more, it's about time to get our highlights of the day today. And we kickstart this particular segment, and before we take you through our today's highlights, remember you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. That is on Facebook at KUTV Kenya, on Twitter at KUTV _ you can tag me at AUMA_01 at.
First of all, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Unikaribishi bana hata mwaka mpya. Unikaribishi mwaka mpya, hatujaonana kwa muda mrefu.
How are you?
Evans, nafahamisha tu kidogo, your mic is off as we work on to make sure that we get back his voice. It's good to see you. Ni mwaka mpya, najua kwamba mambo mapya tulikuwa tumezoea pale tunapiga.
Alright, and we do apologize for that particular technical hitch. And just like you said, we are going to dive direct into our highlights. And 15,000 meters sensation Faith Chepngetich awarded of stiff competition to retain the Sports Women of the Year award in the annual Sports Personality of the Year award stage at KICC Nairobi. Eliud Kipchoge reclaimed his Sportsman of the Year crown, lost last year to Ferdinand Omanyala. Chepngetich had a stellar year recapturing the World 1500 meters title before the World Diamond League in the national record time of 3 minutes 50 minutes point 37 second, missing the world record by just 3/10 of seconds. 2018 saw a most promising girl, Angela Oktoi, finished second in this category as Beatrice Chebet settled for third. Ferdinand Omanyala finished second in the sportsman's category as Emmanuel Corril secured the first spot. Kabraga was named the team of the year in the men's category as KCB Volleyball scooped the title in the women's category. Now, we begin with jump to Kenya Cup. UN's Mean Machine will be seeking their second season when they play Nakuru RFC in Kenya Cup encounter set to be staged at UN grounds. Meanwhile, Flying KCB will play host to Strathmore Leos at Dens at Cabras, tackling KU's Black Blood at the Kakamega Showground. Menengai Oilers will jostle Mwamba RFC at Nakuru Showground in another 4 p.m. kickoff as Kenya Harlequins battle it out with Homeboys at the RFUEA Sports Ground.
Naam, pole, zinaitwa technical hitches hizo, lakini tumerejea tukiwa na nguvu za nguva. Evans, as I was saying, karibu, nisijui nani ndio anakaribisha mwingine.
Kabendo nakukaribisha nyumbani.
Unanikaribisha.
Karibu sana nyumbani.
Sana bana, it's a new experience, ni mwaka mpya, mambo mapya.
Definitely, it's a new experience, new things here on the spot, and of course, welcome back home.
Yeah. And we are happy, of course, for you for joining us and choosing On The Spot as your number one sports fix for this particular afternoon. As we continue with the stories, I think you talked about the Soya Awards from the Kenya Cup, of course, the Kenya Cup fixtures.
Right.
And I think now we'll be focusing on the cross country that is currently happening at the prison college in Ruiru.
Most definitely, that is what we'll be focusing on right now. Of course, many more events that has happened here in the country and of course across the border.
It's always a sporty weekend. I'm telling you, from your team playing an early kickoff. Ama, you change from supporting Chelsea.
I'm always a Chelsea diehard fan.
You are a diehard fan.
Yeah, always very loyal to the Blues.
It's a pity that your team is not dying as hard as we want it to die. But anyway, let's shift focus to national cross country and see what we have prepared for you. The national cross country championship will see a star-studded Kenya police team keen to impress. Geoffrey Korir will lead the star-studded team in the national cross country championship set to be held, or rather that is currently undergoing at the Prison Staff Training College in Ruiru. Korir will partner Peter Emaise and William Matelong for company the 10-kilometer race. This promises to be a competitive encounter between Kenya Police and Kenya Defence Forces.
All right. Well, the 500 meters, 5,000 meters champion Robert Kiprop and Edwin Bett, the Defence Forces will be led by Alfred Barkach, while South Rift will be represented by the likes of steeplechase Leonard Bett, Wesley Ledama, and Vincent Mutai. Defending champion Samuel Chelebole from North Rift and Kenya Defence Forces, that is Joyce Chepkemoi, have been given an event-wide berth.
Naam, kutoka kwa mahanjam hayo ya mbio za nyika ama cross country, lugha ya kuazima. Hii lugha nitaitumia huu mwaka, mtapenda. Kuna mtu labda alikuwa anataka kunipa kazi alafu nasema pinchi za juu kizungu na kimanya. The national Syrian produce men's board and women handball team technician Brian Matthews is the new starter in Sports Journalists Association of Kenya Coach of the Month winner. Matthew beat the likes of Jack Ochieng, Kenya's Tongil Mudu team head coach Master Ibrahim Mchumba, Meshak Sengi of Strathmore Gladiators hockey team, and of course Curtis Olago of KCB rugby team, among others, to bag the SJA Coach of the Month December 2022.
The event was held, he led the Millers to the East Africa and Central Africa Club Championship title after defeating Tanzanian champions Ngome 24-18 in the title deciding match played in Zanzibar last month.
I have really good assistant coaches who we are in sync. So whatever we agree on, even if I'm there with the boys and one is there with the ladies team, things flow.
Nam. To something else in football, over 200 CAF D level coaches have graduated across the country today after completing coaching courses offered by the Football Kenya Federation in Rumuruti, Webuye, Nairobi West, Mombasa and Thika.
The CAF D coaching courses is the entry-level coaching qualification organized by the Federation of Africa Football, that is CAF, and it's recommended for the grassroots coaching. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the course in Nairobi West, the FKF Vice President Doris Petra said FKF was committed to building the capacity of coaches in the country.
Kwa sasa ni FKF. So hivyo basi FKF imeweza kunielimisha sana kuliko ile ambayo nilifanya. Semi ni mbaya, lakini manake Federation wanaitambua hii sana. So natumai itanisaidia na maybe Mungu akipenda.
Haya, moja kwa moja sasa hadi kwenye EPL, the English Premier League. Chelsea will be hoping to register their second successive win after recording victory against their London counterpart Crystal Palace last weekend when they play host to Liverpool at the Stamford Bridge in an early kick-off match set to be played at 3:30 p.m.
Another match is scheduled to be played, or another match is scheduled for today.
Go to High Flying Newcastle at 8:30 p.m. one-on-one.
All right.
Well, those are the news highlights, ama hizo ndio habari ambazo tulikuwa tumekuandalia za masuala mbalimbali ambayo yamefanyika ndani ya wiki hii moja. Mwanzo wa mwaka, start of the year, a lot of sporting activities expected to happen this year. But of course the big one in the EPL, save for today's fixture, Chelsea in an early kickoff against Liverpool. That's supposed to kick off from 3:30 p.m. That's an early kickoff. Be worried about the early kickoffs. We know what happens. I also have other fixtures. Newcastle will be playing. I think Brighton will also be playing. Fulham will be playing. But of course, the big one is Arsenal against Manchester United happening tomorrow. And that's actually forms our question of the day, where we're asking, do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal title surge? Do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal? Doesn't matter whether it's tomorrow or even after tomorrow, or in terms of the Arsenal seeking to end the 19-year drought. Will Manchester United stop them? Manchester City, we know they can. But again, I think the new team that has been doing well in the recent past has been Manchester United, having to record, I think, 6 consecutive wins. Na kwa sasa inaonekana ni kama kweli Manchester United ina nguvu za nguva. Sasa ndio nakuuliza kwenye swali la siku, ama question of the day, Manchester United ina nguvu za kuisimamisha Arsenal? Make sure you contribute or you send your SMS on 0739110544. Sawa, pia kwenye WhatsApp 0739110544. Zaidi kwenye Twitter #KUTV on the spots. Una target real pinches, alafu pia AUMA
@AUMA.
Hii kweli ngumu. Pia kwenye Facebook tuko live KUTV Kenya, video maridadi sana. Ndaka kando nimuulize kwa nini akachagua AUMA. Pia kuna uwezekano alikuwa na msichana anaitwa Eva.
AUMA ni jina la nguvu, la hitajika, la kitajiri. Of course, remember on this particular one, of course, keep on going berserk on our comment section about today's question of the day. Do you think Manchester United has all what it takes?
Do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal?
Well, Manchester United, I don't think if they have all what it takes to stop Arsenal.
Why don't you think they have?
For me, Manchester United is just, they are on a roller coaster ride. And as soon as, the ride is over, same problem, same Manchester United.
6 games unbeaten.
It doesn't matter.
And you call that a roller coaster?
Well, I will attribute Manchester United's performance with a team like, let's say, Newcastle. But at least Newcastle have tried. Manchester United,
what do you mean Newcastle has tried?
There. Manchester United have been there. Remember last season they were playing quite amazing football, and then something just happened.
No, I think I could have started with, in this particular question, can you stop being a Chelsea fan and tell us, can Manchester United stop Arsenal from because I can smell a lot of Chelsea.
No, Arsenal.
Usikasirike kwa sababu Manchester inafanya vizuri.
Let me be objective.
Yeah.
For Arsenal, I personally, as Chelsea fan, I will not have wished for Arsenal to be where they are today. But they have proven us wrong. Remember, they have game in, game out, improved over the time. And actually, I'm beginning to believe this could be their season.
So you think Arsenal will win the EPL title?
Definitely.
Definitely they will win. I hope you are recording this show. I hope you are recording. So where do you see Newcastle finishing?
Well, Newcastle is a good team. They have really tried, but maybe if they do best, maybe top 4.
I think another question, is Chelsea going to make it out of number 10?
Holy my, Chelsea. Well, of course, Chelsea have tried, some good signings and all things. I do believe this season is not ours, honestly
and
speaking.
Which season is yours?
But I reckon better days are coming. Remember, Arsenal began their journey just the way, Chelsea have begun this season.
Wanasema Chelsea kitu mna celebrate ni signing, alafu inaishia hapo.
For future. We are coming.
I think I'm loving this. Mbona hamkunikaribisha kwenye hiki kipindi bana? Asante kwa kunikaribisha. Anyway, I think we are going to take a very short commercial break, and then we come back. We iron out a few things, and then we come back stronger and better. Yani kila siku nakwambia tuko na nguvu za nguvu, tunarejea tupige zaidi na tufanikishe hiki kipindi. Nimeanza kufurahi kwa sababu nimepatana na mtu wa Chelsea. The best number 10 in the world.
All right, we take this particular short break. When we come back, we'll be diving into much more about sports review and many things to come, including EPL and of course today's fixtures in the Kenya Premier League. Don't stay too far.
Educational show for all the family. Get ready for some exciting learning and fun teaching.
How does a plane fly over the sea? How do the planets float so weightlessly? Let's go! It's technology. Let's go! Science, you and me. Let's go! We're learning every day.
So now, our platform has been made in such a way that it's very, very simple to use. Our interface is very simple to use. If you need to make a call, it's just a simple call button and the call goes. If you need to receive a call, it's just a simple answer button and you're able to answer. So we made the solution in such a way that it's easy enough for even myself to explain to my grandma back at home. So that is one of the things that we fully focus on. Ideally, one of the biggest reasons why we actually decided to build this in Africa is because of support services. So even before we let you start using the software, we have a short implementation period where we help you do the customizations.
Welcome to Children's Corner. Welcome to
Children's Corner.
Children's
Corner.
Church O'Clock Show. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Terror.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo tune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
Naam, karibu tena kwenye kipindi On The Spot, yani one of the biggest sport fix you can ever get on a Saturday afternoon, ikiwa ni saa 8:30 sasa, yani ndio tunaanza kipindi kwa sababu we have approximately another 1 hour and 30 minutes kabla tusepe zetu. Kama tulivyokutanguliza ama tulikuambia awali, we have a lot of sporting action in different fields, from football to some rugby action locally and internationally. Starting off from the KPL, I think tulikupa fixtures za mechi ambazo zitakuwa zinasakatwa leo, zitakuwa zinasakatwa kesho. KPL hakuna mechi za leo. Pia kuna Soya Awards ambayo ilifanyika jana usiku pale KICC, na ni kitu ambacho nataka tuanze kuangazia nikiwa na mwenzangu hapa Evans, kwa sababu kweli itakuwa vizuri sana kujua kama wale ambao tulitarajia washinde walishinda, ama kuna mtu ambaye alishinda tunahisi hakuwa anafaa kushinda. Starting off with the Sportsman of the Year, Soya Awards 2023, being the 19th edition of the Soya Award, the Sports Personality of the Year Awards. Sportsman of the Year Eliud Kipchoge ndio alishinda taji hili, reclaiming it. Kumbuka kwamba alikuwa ameshinda mara 2, alafu ilikuwa sasa ndio mara yake, akashindwa na Ferdinand Omanyala mwaka jana, alafu ndio amereclaim it. Omanyala akimaliza katika nafasi ya 2, alafu Emmanuel Coril akimaliza katika nafasi ya 3. First of all, Evans, pure athletic, ina maana there is no other sportsman alifanya vizuri mwaka wa 2022 isipokuwa hawa athletics.
Tukiangalia sana hizo michezo,
naam,
ukiangalia riadha, uangalie mchezo wa kambumbu, uende mchezo wa masumbwi, utaona tunafanya sana vyema katika mchezo wa
athletic, imekuwa dominant sana.
If you look at the likes of Ferdinand Omanyala, the likes of let's say Eliud Kipchoge, the real GOAT, he won and broke many records. This is the reason why athletics is actually flying higher, and ndo kwa maana sasa sisi tunasema na tunaambia hata mashabiki kuwa, mimi kwanza binafsi mimi nahisi kuwa hao wote ambao walituzwa jana wanastahili kabisa.
They deserve to be in the top 3.
Kipchoge amekuwa ni mwanariadha hitajika, amevunja rekodi kibao sana, tukiona amekuwa ni nguzo na kielezo hata kwa wanariadha ambao wanamtazamia yeye pengine siku za usoni.
Can we say that it is always tough for you to be a standout player when it comes to team sport rather than individual? Kwa sababu if you look at the last Soya Awards, athletic, but it doesn't mean in team sports we don't have standout players. But again, can we say that being a standout player, your team has to do well for you to be a standout player? For example, tuchukue mfano wa rugby. Lazima timu ya raga ikuwe nominated na ishinde, alafu ndio mchezaji wa rugby ashinde Sportsman of the Year. Otherwise, mchezaji wa rugby akifanya vizuri na hakusaidia timu haina maana.
Unajua binadamu wakati mwingi tunataka kuona matokeo. Unajua mtu unatuzwa kulingana na mchango wako katika either timu ama ni nini ambao umeletea kama ni taifa lako. Tuseme kama pengine wewe ni mchezaji bora na unacheza soka, na pengine wewe binafsi mchango wako katika huo timu pengine ni mchango kubwa sana, na watu wanaona like pengine wewe unafanya, lakini hiyo timu isipotoa matokeo bora hata pengine kushinda tuzo, na hiyo inamaanisha like wewe hautatambuliwa kama mchezaji bora mwenye anastahili kupewa tuzo hilo. So unaona, success must come with some individual success, must come with teamwork success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haya, labda ndio inaeleza why athletic has been dominant in the sportsman category. But of course, this year, even in the sportswoman of the year, Faith Chepngetich, athletic. I think she's been impressive throughout 2022, reclaiming the world title from Hassan. Number 2, Angela Okutoi, undoubtedly an exceptional performance in 2022. I think she was becoming the first Kenyan to win in a Grand Slam tennis match after winning in the doubles. Undoubtedly an exemption one. Beatrice Chebet, exemptional in athletic. Again, at least in the sportswoman, we can see a change in terms of athletic dominating. We are seeing Okutoi coming in at second position. But again, individual sports, tennis you just play wewe peke yako, hakuna ati sijui team nini.
But I think the two sports, that is tennis and even athletics, success is owed to individual brilliance. When you look at the success of Faith Kipyegon, there is the GOAT in 1500 meters, that is for women. He has really, not only broke records, but he has set some standard, and he has been in and out, competing, winning. Talking about the likes of Diamond. When you come to Olympic, he was there, World Athletics Championship in Oregon.
Yeah.
Flying Kenyan flag even higher. And for me, I think she deserved, although I was sad that Angela Okutoi was not awarded, given her record and what he has really written her own story, and of course putting Kenya in the global map as one of them.
You thought like she deserved to be the sportswoman of the year.
She deserved.
Yeah. Anyway, I think both Faith and Angela has had a very exemptional year 2022. Sportsman living with disability, Simon Kibai, Deaflympic, another athlete, athletics. Isaac Makoa from golf. Ian Kahiga, another Deaflympic athletics, another exemptional category in the Soya Awards. Sportswoman with disability, with disability, Helen Wawira, para powerlifting, Nancy Chelangat, Paralympic athletic, Sarah Kimani, Paralympic athletics. I think in these two categories we can say a mixer. Hapa kachumbari imechanganywa athletic, golf, para powerlifting imerusharushiwa vitu. Yeah. Sports team men. This is another category I want us to talk about. Sports team of the year, Kabra Sugar. 4x100 meter relay team, and of course NCPB handball team. Personally, I think we have had better winners than these top 3 in the past. But again, does it go to explain about the effect of COVID? Kwa sababu hii category iko na competition sana. In the previous year ulikuwa unasikia Tusker FC, Kenya Sevens, I think a very big competition. But again, this time tunaona NCPB wanakuja handball team. I know people don't follow much on handball, which is a pity. You should be following up on the Kenyan handball scene. It's an exemptional scene. 4x100 meter relay team, of course, led by Ferdinand Omanyala. What do you take about the champions, some of the winners in the sports team men category, sports team of the year men's category?
Well, ikiangalia mchango wa mpira wa mkono, yani handball, nadhani hizi tuzo wana deserve. Wamekuwa wamejaribu sana, wameenda pale mchezo wa Afrika Mashariki ya Kati, Afrika ya Kati na Mashariki wakaonyesha mchezo wa kuridhisha, wakashinda hilo taji, na huyu mkufunzi wao Matthews amewapatia yale mafunzo ambayo
explain why he is a sports
and for me it was not a surprise.
He's the coach of the month.
He won SJAC coach of the month, and owing to this performance, so it's well deserved. When it comes to relay team, what they did in Mauritius was amazing. The Manyala and his team. So these awards for me, it hasn't come as much of a surprise.
Cabras, Kenya Cup champion, and defending the Enterprise Cup. In the women's sports team of the year, KCB Volleyball, African champions, undoubtedly a very exemptional team in 2022. Kenya Lionesses, exemptional, winning everything that comes their way. Nairobi Water, handball.
I think for Kenya Lionesses, they don't have competition, do they?
It's coming up. Usimdharau. Uganda any day ataleta competition in whichever way ataleta. I don't also like saying that Kenya Lionesses haina competition kwa sababu over time there's a reason why some of our teams zinakuja zinapitwa na timu ambazo labda hazikuwa zinafanya vizuri miaka ya awali. For example, in volleyball, there's a reason why Cameroon inatusumbua sana when Malkia Strikers are playing against them. But years back, Malkia Strikers used to be undoubtedly the best team in Africa. Wakenya huwa tuna mazoea ya kulegea wakati tunafanya vizuri. So sitaki kusema Kenya Lionesses unbeatable kwa sababu huenda mtu atasikia alafu tutatulia.
Lakini mimi nadhani bado ikikuja kwa mpira wa volleyball bado tuko mbele.
Tuko vizuri.
Sisi tuliwakilisha bara la Afrika katika michezo ya Olimpiki, so hiyo inaonyesha bado ile tija na hadhi yetu sisi bado tunaitunza.
Ungesema tuko vizuri tukicheza Afrika. The moment tumenusa hewa ya nje ya bara Afrika, hatuko vizuri kabisa. Kwa sababu tumecheza World Volleyball Championship. Nadhani huwa tunasherehekea kushinda mechi moja over year in year out.
Tunapatana wakali.
Sasa kwa nini tusikue wakali? Kwa nini upigwe leo, upigwe kesho, upigwe huo msimu mwingine? Kwani huwezi kuwa mkali pia wewe upige?
Point ni zile unajua.
So I think volleyball we are good in Africa. But the moment we smell anything else from Africa, outside Africa, the result in a change. So but I'm hoping, nadhani kumekuwa na watu wamejaribu sana kuweka juhudi za kubadilisha volleyball. Big initiative coming up from the Volleyball Federation. I think they are even calling up coaches kama Bitoka alikuwa yuko Rwanda akafanya vizuri sana. Wamemrejesha kujaribu kutengeneza zile system, and when you listen to the likes of Paul Bitok usikize about what they think our volleyball scene should look like, then unasema kwamba hao ndio watu ambao labda watatusaidia kubadilisha mambo. Hizo ndio Soya Awards.
Okay.
Anything una feel
like mi pengine nikiguzia tu kidogo tu hapo kwa volleyball. Kuna baadhi ya mambo ambayo haikuwa imekaa sawa. Tungependa sana tufiche pengine uchi, alafu matatizo madogo tuyashughulikia, alafu timu tutaiona at least it can compete na the rest of Serbia, Brazil, because I know this is a team that has what it takes to actually win the titles.
Sijui ni magani hayo umesema tuyafiche bana.
There were quite a lot of problems, like, travel logistics, some, places to stay. Some players have not been paid their dues. Such things really dominated not only local but global headline. So that brings some sort of bad image, and of course it damaged our reputation as one of the strongest teams in Africa as far as volleyball is concerned.
Let's change shift from volleyball and Soya Awards and talk about Nzoia Sugar and the impressive run in the KPM. Currently they are leading with 21 points, having played 10 matches. They are leading Nzoia Sugar. Hizi ndio timu ambazo utaona Sheka kesho amevaa jezi yao alafu anasema ni wa Nzoia. Kwetu ni Nzoia, sijui that guy, sijui utoka dunia gani. Lakini Sheka huwa mtu wa ajabu.
Lazima ujivunie.
Sasa utajivunia kila kitu. Unajua huwezi jivunia. Sheka is one man. Wakati Wazito ilinunuliwa na bwanyenye fulani. Sheka alikuwa na jezi ya home, away ya Wazito na ilikuwa timu yake. Wait until Wazito mambo ikuwe ngumu. They are not winning anything. Jamaa amehama. Sasa nadhani sijui kama ni juzi nilimuona tena na jezi ya Nzoia. This guy, enyewe what do you expect?
Lakini
sasa najua ako hii timu Nzoia juu inaongoza.
Kumcheka Sheka ni kama kondoo kujicheka kwa kioo. Nyinyi mafans wa Manchester United, wakati Manchester inafanya vizuri,
Manchester inafanya vizuri.
Sisi
kama mambo ya Manchester kwa Sheka.
Sisi kama Kiburi FC mkipigwa hata mtaki hata kujiassociate with Manchester United.
But Manchester inapigwa na nani? Mimi sikumbuki Manchester ikipigwa. Aya, Nzoia wanafanya vizuri sana. Na relatively wamekuwa timu nzuri over time. Labda ni vile kama unafuata ligi hapa nchini KPL, uta notice Nzoia is one of a kind team. Watakusurprise, utasikia wanapiga mechi, but not many people will talk about. What do you take about their performance this season? Do they have what it takes to go all the way and win the KPL, the FKF Premier League title?
Well, for me, Nzoia's sugar performance this time round has really surprised me as a person, personally, because this is a team that I'm surprised you're saying that, it's a team that is capable. When you look at the last 2 seasons, it has been an average team. They have been struggled to some point, but coming to this point and even leading, topping the table, it has really surprised me. Remember their first opening match against Gor Mahia, they were beaten 2-0, and they have really, marshaled their
number.
The
only match they have lost actually this season.
Yeah, the only match. And I think this some sort of performance could be attributed to their tactician, that is Salim Babu. He has really done some exemplary and extra amazing work on this squad, and that's why the result is reflected. They're really trying. And maybe this could be the surprise package. Over the time we have known the teams, the likes of, let's talk about Tusker, FC Leopards. But FC Leopards for quite a while, they have been trailing behind. But the two teams, that is, the title has been shared between Tusker and Gor Mahia.
KCB is sitting in the second position with 21 points, same as Nzoia after playing 10 matches. Hawa pia wamekuwa kisema wanashinda taji miaka mingi sana. Tusker FC nafasi ya 3, ndio tuseme ndio mabingwa ule msimu ambao ulifutiliwa mbali. Wako katika nafasi ya 3, wamecheza mechi 9, wako na alama 20, and of course Ulinzi Stars, another surprise package this season. I think they're coming back to their glory days, sitting at the 4th position with 18 points after playing 10 matches. Massive stadium pale Lang'ata, and of course Gor Mahia wanaitanga the husband of all teams in position 5 with 17 points after playing 8 matches. Kakamega Homeboys last season exemptional performance, but now they sit at 6th position with 14 points. Kenya Police, massive investment, average performance, sitting at number 7 with 12 points. Posta Rangers number 8, AFC Leopard number 9, no surprise, and of course Bidco kutoka Thika wanafunga 10 bora na alama 11 out of all these 10 teams. Do you think we are going to see a lot of changes hapa, kwa sababu pia tukiongeza Sofapaka ambao wako na number 11 with 11 points, Bandari 11 points, number 12. Are you expecting to see some changes at the top?
All right, I'm expecting to see some changes, most definitely. Actually, look at Ulinzi Stars' performance. This is a team that first, they have invested in stadium, let's say, infrastructure and capacity building. That is the most important thing that any serious team will want to invest on. And they have bought in new players, and they have bought, I think this is a very experienced tactician, Bernard Malala. Remember, previously he was Kakamega Homeboys head coach, and now he's trading.
Went to TZ, came back.
Yeah, and now he's trading his services to Ulinzi Stars, and this is one of the teams that will actually will surprise us. You never know. Maybe in the next, let's say, 3 matches, you will see Ulinzi Stars even maybe position 2 or even top of the table.
Yeah.
Because we know the credentials of the tactician.
You think Bernard Molala has what it takes to lead Ulinzi Stars to maybe even... You know, I think the last time Ulinzi won was before AUMA 2010 huko. The last time they won a KPL title imekaa sana, imekawia sana. And they have everything.
Yeah.
Hizi ndio team. One of my friend pale Twitter anaitwa Evans anazichongoanga. Kwanza hawa Ulinzi anawaambianga wananga hawana ni fans. Sawa na Tusker. So you think Ulinzi is the team to watch this season?
I think Ulinzi maybe will be the team to beat. They have invested.
Yeah, the last time they won the Kenya Premier League title was in 2010.
And not actually, it's kind of like, let's say 13 years down the line.
Not kinda, it's 13 years, bana.
No, actually it's 12 years down the line.
You see, because I was expecting you useme it's not long time ago. No, 2010 is long time ago.
They'll try. I think I'm rooting for them.
Tusker, you don't think Robert Matano can do what he did last season and win it?
You know, Robert Matano, predominantly, he is the right man for this job. So we are not even talking about the ability of Tusker because we know them. The league, even the start of the league, it was clear that this could be theirs to retain. Remember, they have the first 6 matches.
No, they are retaining nothing. Yeah. What do you mean?
This is a quality team.
No, but you say they are retaining. What are they retaining?
They might retain this title.
No, but there is no title to retain.
No, remember,
if you have to talk about the defending champion is Gor Mahia.
No.
It is Gor Mahia.
It is Tusker.
Last season was declared null and void, so there was no season. So stop saying that Tusker is going to defend what?
Let me flash you back. In the season, that is the 2021 season, the defending champions were Tusker. 2021-2022, they were still Tusker. And now, of course, that season was nullified, and now we are in the new season.
2021-2022, it was Tusker. The fake league, the nullified league.
Yeah, the nullified league, it was Tusker. And the previous season, it was still Tusker. So they are
you mean Tusker has been that good for the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, for the last 2 seasons. Trust me, this season still could be theirs. Stop them if you can.
Are you a supporter of Tusker?
No, I love the way this coach is organizing, his team.
You are a fan of Robert Matano.
I like the guy.
Gor Mahia, any day. This team will start on the low, but as the season comes to the end, you'll see them at the top. They're starting to come back. Do you think they can still be the Gor Mahia of before 2020, 2021?
I think many of Gor's problems have been, let's say financial crisis.
Don't worry about finances.
The ban.
Gor Mahia will always perform.
There is a time they had to turn to the academy players, to just keep the squad running. And I think that really affected, the chemistry of the team. But now that they have the likes of SportPesa now chipping in, I reckon better days are coming for Gor. But this season, I don't think if Gor has really convinced me that they have all what it takes to challenge for this title.
Okay.
I know it's pretty, too early to judge, but they really have to show us some early signs, that this could be truly theirs this season.
But it's your team?
It's not my team.
Which is your team?
My team is Tusker.
Okay. Well, unaonekana ulihamia juzi after umeona Gor Mahia inafanya vizuri. AFC Leopard, the fans are back to the stadium, they're supporting the team, they have an exemption of tactician. But last season ni story tu walikuwa natupea. This season pia wako na story. Hazijakuwa mingi kama za last season, but kuna story mob. Sijui tulikosa nini. How do you see them doing well this season?
Hawa ni kama Manchester United unajua Manchester United wanajivunia sana rekodi. Sijui tumeshinda mataji 20, ukienda pale UEFA Champions League tumeshinda hii, alafu wanakuuliza wewe umeshinda nini? Sasa hawa the FC Leopards they have been one of the best teams in the Kenya Premier League, but their glory days are over and the team is really struggling right now.
And you don't think they're going to come back again?
For this season,
yeah,
they can forget it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, according to Evans, we all know that he thinks Tusker FC are the team to beat. I don't know which team you think in the local league, in the Kenya Premier League, has what it takes to win this particular title. You can always contribute to the show. Changia kwenye SMS line 0739110544. Make sure you also keep it interactive on Twitter. Hashtag KUTV on the spot. At Real Pinches at or
_012.
Haya, pia kwenye Facebook tuko live KUTV Kenya. Najua kuna watu wanataka salamu nayo zitakuja. Haya, tuangalie fixes za Kenya Cup raga nini ambacho kitakuwa kinafanyika. Najua timu yangu Black Blood RFC, the best university side in this country, and the best ranked team ambao hawana finances nyingi ni sisi Black Blood RFC. Tumetravel pale Kabras, ndio mechi ambayo tutakuwa na sakata Kakamega Showground, Kabras hosting Black Blood. KCB, high flying KCB taking on Strathmore Leos at the KCB Sports Club. This particular match will also be known as the Baddest Cup, in honor of one of the player who died last year. Alikuwa alichezea KCB na Strathmore Leos. Catholic Monks will be looking for their first win this season, same as Masinde Muliro University. Hizi timu hakuna mtu ambaye ameweza kupata ushindi. Match will be played at the Catholic University of East Africa grounds. Kenya Harlequins are the RFA ground hosting Homeboys. Hii mechi nyingine ambayo ni zaidi ni kama Homeboys A na Homeboys B. Harlequins bought a lot of Homeboys players in the transfer window, and of course we'll be also having Menengai Oilers hosting Mwamba RFC at the Nakuru Showground. Menengai Oilers last weekend were beaten by Black Blood hapa nyumbani KU. Mwamba pia walipigwa na KCB, watakuwa wanajaribu sana kurejesha nguvu. Main Machine will be looking for their second win this season when they host Nakuru RFC at the UON ground. Another interesting match kwa sababu pia Nakuru watakuwa natafuta the second win this season. Wako na win moja moto sana. Tuulizeni ke Black Blood tuko na wins ngapi hii season? Hey! Lakini najua pale Showground itaganda. Leo nayo itaganda. But all the best to Black Blood RFC and Coach William Moto, who again, congrats to William Moto for winning a scholarship to study in Greece. Mambo ya masuala ya michezo. Hongera sana mtu wangu William Moto, raha sana kwetu sisi marafiki na mashabiki wa Black Blood RFC. Ile kizungu tumekufunza kwenye vipindi vyetu, itakusaidia sana Moto. Haya, tuchukue pumziko fupi alafu turejee tupiga uchambuzi wa aina yake. Evans pia ametuandalia makala hapa na kocha mmoja wa raga, itakuwa inakupa raha sana. Usiende mbali kwa sababu hii ni on the spot. Tunafanikisha, tuko na nguvu za nguva. Mimi ndio papa, huu ni Nyangumi. Kuhakikisha kwamba mambo yanakaa vizuri, tunatamba na kutaratamba. I'm telling you, we are 2 step away from present day reality. On the spot. Kikosi hatari sana. Hebu tuchukue pumziko fupi, tunarejea.
Alright, and remember before we take that particular break, remember earlier on we had asked you about our question of the day. Do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal? Remember, Arsenal are flying right now in the English Premier League and they sit pretty comfortable on the top of the English Premier League with 5 points. And ahead of the second place, that is Manchester City. Do you think Manchester United has all what it takes to stop Arsenal? Keep on sending your thoughts and comment on, of course, on all of our social media platform. That is on Facebook at KUTV Kenya, on Twitter at KUTV_Kenya. And remember, you can also tag us at Real Pinches at AUMA_012. We take that short break. When we come back, we'll be diving more into English Premier League and, of course, international sports review.
an educational show for all the family. Get ready for some exciting learning and fun teaching.
How does a plane fly over the sea? How do the planets float so weightlessly? Let's go! Let's go! It's technology. Let's go! Let's go! Science, you and me. Let's go! Let's go! We're learning every day. Let's go! Let's go! Engine leads the way.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
The folks are going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo Power si vuguvugu. Pepo Power ni idea.
Sazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni dunia ni leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
So now, our platform has been made in such a way that it's very, very simple to use. Our interface is very simple to use. If you need to make a call, it's just a simple call button and the call goes. If you need to receive a call, it's just a simple answer button and you're able to answer. So we've made the solution in such a way that it's easy enough for even myself to explain to my grandma back at home. So that is one of the things that we fully focus on. Ideally, one of the biggest reasons why we actually decided to build this in Africa is because of support services. So even before we let you start using the software, we have a short implementation period where we help you do the customizations.
I'm a freshman in Kenyatta University. This is all what I've heard about Canvas. Canvas is full of freedom.
Ni cumulative.
Mchezo hiyo ilipoka gani kwani?
I'm a fourth year student and I mostly hang out at shopping center. I'm an arboretum. And what I'd tell first years is it's never too late to start being serious.
Karibu kwenye mitindo ya kipwani.
Nguo yangu wasenesi mwakire mtuzeha sana nenda finira chechemekwe. Nguo yangu wasenesi mwakire mtuzeha.
Yaani unavyoona basi niko kipwani pwani tu.
Wali unapopika inatakana uko half cooked.
Bagari. Niko katika kaunti ya Kilifi, Magavazi ya Gede.
Stream live mitindo ya kipwani on our KUTV Facebook page every Saturday 4 p.m.
Technology, science, innovation, ICT and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Women, young and old, are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the Tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient, and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the Retro Tech. On Tech Innovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience.
Right, and welcome back to On the Sports, and of course you can always follow us on all of our social media platform. That is at KUTV Kenya. That is on Facebook, on Twitter at KUTV_Kenya, at AU_012, at Real Pinches. And I remember earlier on we had asked you about our question of the day. Do you think Manchester United has all what it takes to stop Arsenal? Of course, keep sending your thoughts and comments on all of our social media platform. And now we'll be diving direct to our feature, of course, our one-on-one that we had done. Of course, we had a sit-down with Juan Salvato, that is the rugby coach of Kiunguro Rockstar. And despite poor infrastructure and lack of capacity building, Kiunguro Rocks rugby team is beating all odds under the stewardship of coach Salvato Lassa. The academy is shining light on young and raw talents in the area that is synonymous with a high rate of crime. Coach Salvato talks to On the Spot about the past, current, and the future.
My age grade team is called Kiunguro Rocks. It's a rugby community club, and I began it in the previous year, 2022 to 2021, and now I've been working for 2 years, and we're continuing well. Yes.
Coach, take us through the journey. Tell us, since the inception of it, that is in 2021, how has the journey been so far? The number of tournaments that you have participated, any trophy that you have won so far?
Yeah, the journey has not been easy, but it was a journey. Let me just say that it was just a good journey, having this team around me, and since that time, since we began together, we have been doing well, and the journey, it has involved many things. For having this rugby club at this place has not been easy, because coming up and mentoring kids, it's something difficult. And like for me, you know that I'm that professional in rugby, but I'm just a rugby player. I play for Kenya Prison Rugby, but I love the game. And I love to see people playing rugby and even to impact the community in a positive way. As right now, we can see that the kids are training and they've grown. They've grown to the capacity that they can play everywhere. There are full package of player. I have here every position of player, number 1 to number 15, and even subs. And we have played a number of tournaments. We have played a tournament at Hillcrest International School, and we emerged the first runners-up, and we have played even at Crawford International School. We emerged first runners-up, and we have even participated in Masai Metro, and we emerged first runners-up, and I've played several tournaments and friendly matches at Waka. Yes.
Even as we look for success factors, I've seen a team is a blend of boys and girls, and for so long, you know, the ladies rugby has been many will describe it as neglected for quite a while. Now that you have taken the mantle as a coach, and I've seen the young girls here training with fellow boys, what is your aim at the end of the day? How are you trying to change that perception that we have seen for quite a long time?
Yeah, okay. Me as a coach, I don't underrate any player, and I treat all genders equally. First and foremost, I give every player the same platform and the same opportunity. And first and foremost, girls are very privileged in this game. For there are few girls who play here in Kenya, but all of them, I think all of them, any girl who plays rugby can make it. For girls that I have here, they have heart, and a girl who is determined to play rugby, so he always places his best foot forward. So my girls here, they're able. Even I have here one who is under 18 national team. It's called Tabitha Mdoni. He has been in the NOC camp, the National Youth Olympic camp, which it was held last year, and I hope even this coming April she'll still make a call up to go and camp with the girls of under 18, and I hope that even he'll make to travel to Egypt under the Kenya Lioness under 18 match.
Right. And about the boys, is there some that have been scouted or even poached, or someone that has made it to the national team?
Yeah, the national team so far, I have just only one who is under 18. It's called Abola Okongo, who has been with Tabitha at the camp, at the NOC Youth Olympic camp. Yeah, I have just only one boy, but for boys, the platform is great. The platform is great for the rugby boys and men. Actually, it has a great capacity compared to ladies. So the boys, they have a greater side to play rugby as compared to girls. Yeah.
As a coach, and when you see these young players that you have been with them since the inception now being called to the national team, how does it make you feel as a coach?
Yeah, as a coach, that is a great achievement for just nurturing talent to a national level. That is not something simple. It has to take a journey, and it has to take a determination, a person who is always committed, a person who does not want to give up, a person who likes to see other people growing and even seeing the players growing. Yeah, so if I see my player make the national team, I don't just congratulate myself alone, I even congratulate the player and even the Kenya Rugby Union for having identified talent to that level. There are many rugby players, and not all of them make it to that level. But if I see as a coach, that is my achievement. That is my achievement, and I see that the doors are opening for a greater rugby team. For out of this small generation, out of these small players, is where a strong team comes out. For if we depend on only adults, we shall not sustain because people grow old. So we need to bring up people who shall step into their shoes and keep the flag still high.
Even as we wind up this particular interview, as you look at the infrastructure and capacity building, as a coach and as a team under transition, and of course a team with ambition for the future, how will you probably rate, or what are some of the greatest challenges that you have faced so far as a team?
Yeah, the challenges I have faced here as a team, first of all, is just players welfare and player safety. For if you look at our ground, it's not a safe place to play rugby, but we are trying to use what we have just to keep the talent growing and to keep the talent just moving with protecting the game. For rugby, it has its rules. So the rules, like most of the time, we don't play here. We don't play real game most of the time. We don't do back tackles, for they are risky on this ground. We don't do lift tackles. We don't do push tackles at this place. So we try just to use what we have. Challenges have been funds. For funding this team of about 71 players is not an easy task for the parents and even we as coaches. We just commit into it. For we are happy just to see that the community is growing and people are just benefiting from what we have. For just returning to the community, that is the greatest thing that we do here. And we are just to build people who can one time even help some other people. For that is the greatest achievement. What God has given you to share it among the people, and them growing, it also makes you grow, and it puts you in a place. It puts in a place that is more appreciable. For if they go there, they go with my name. If they come here, they come with my name. Yeah, so that is all just I want to achieve, just creating just people and improving their lives and just giving them a platform just to stand for themselves and even create income through this rugby and transform their families and their lives. It has not been easy concerning starting rugby at this place for the fear that people had because of the game. For rugby is a smash sport. Rugby is a rough sport. It's just like other other game, boxing, karate, taekwondo. You can't play and fail to have an injury. For you can't go in the battlefield, you can't go in the ring, then fight, then say that you shall not be injured even if you win. So I tried and convinced the parents, just told them that the game is rough, yes, but it's just like any other thing. Even when accident happen in the road, nobody plans for an accident. So I, as a coach, I just train them, and rugby has the rules, like we don't have high tackles, we don't drop blows, we don't use stiff arm, we don't use elbow, we don't use heads. So the parents just came to understand as we were growing. We started with touch rugby, So we started touch rugby, so they accepted it for it involves no contact. Then we graduated, we went to tag rugby. So we started coaching, tackling slowly by slowly. Then we started now the real game, contact game, and the parents had already accepted it. But it was not an easy thing to accept. It was not an easy thing. But the game, even the parents tried to withdraw their kids from here, but rugby had influenced them and it was in their hearts. So when they were in their homes, they were just telling that we want to return back to rugby. They were giving their parents problem. We want just to return to coach. And so the parents now decided that we have to leave these kids go and play what they like. So that became my strong point for the kids themselves now wanted it. It's not now about me coach, but it's about the players who wanted more, that they were determined. And yeah.
Tell me about the kind of training that you give them. I understand there is physical training, tactical training, and all that. How do you make sure that they keep fit?
Yeah, first and foremost, I have a gym, my 50 kgs gym, which I bought specifically for this team, so that because rugby for here we don't have any medical cover, we just train and we depend for God and just keep the rugby clean, and we really embrace in safety. So I decided that I should have to buy a gym. So here we do our gym training each and every Saturday. We do our fitness runs, we do conditioning here, we do heavy exercises here, we load each and every day, we use tests here, and we play. We do play. We gain fitness through the game, through that exposure, more friendlies. So the boys are fit, even if they don't get injuries. Is that because of the training that we've given unto them?
Maridadi sana hiyo ya kumsherekea coach Salbato, kukuza talanta ya vijana wachanga. Anga tuone kama kweli mambo yatabadilika miaka ijayo. Imenipendeza sana kwa sababu si kawaida uwapate makocha ama uwapate watu wanataka kukuza talanta ya raga. Wengi ukimbilia soka, akademia za soka nyingi sana za raga za kuhesabu. Lakini wale ambao wanaicheza raga kwa sasa wanajaribu kuleta mifumo ama kuleta vyuo ambao kweli wanaweza wafunza wanafunzi ama wale ambao wanapenda raga. Yuko Andrea Monde, nimemwona pia na yake ya Simba, wanafanya vizuri sana. Hii ya Salbato Kihunguro. Sasa kama una mtoto ama una kijana wako hapo eneo la Ruiru, Kimbo, wapi kwingine, bypass, na unahisi kweli ametoa misuli. Unaona ni kama raga ndio mchezo wake. Just connect with coach Salbato. Pia kazi nzuri sana Evans, hiyo makala maridadi sana Evans. Ni mipango tu hasa ikifikana na uchipukizi. Nimeona pia NOC juzi wamepiga camp maridadi sana ya vijana ahead of the Youth Olympics, kupanga watu. Hizi ni vitu hazijafanyika in a while. Jana kwenye opening monologue ama tuseme mazungumzo ya kwanza ya rais wa NOC Tergat alisema michezo ni grassroots kabla ifike kwenye national. Lakini hapa Kenya hakuna grassroots. National ndio tunawekeza sana. Hata sponsor akija huwa wengi wanaangalia pale national, si wengi wanakuja kwenye grassroots. But vitu kama hizi ndio zitabadilisha mambo bana.
Ukiangalia umri ambao coach Salbato sana na put emphasis ni umri changa sana, kuanzia miaka 5 hadi 17. Ingawa kulingana na yeye sababu kuu ya kufanya hivyo ilikuwa ni kutaka kubadilisha tabia ya hawa vijana katika mitaani huko, akisema wengi wao ni rahisi sana kujihusisha na mambo ya kiwahalifu, uwizi hivi. Sasa alikuwa anataka akiwafanya pengine wawe na kitu ya kujishughulisha nayo, pengine itawatoa hiyo dhana mbaya, na pengine siku za usoni wakawa ni watu pengine wataleta faida katika jamii. Lakini ukiangalia kwa kimchango ya raga katika nyanja za kimataifa na hata humu nchini, nadhani hii ni mwanzo mzuri kwake. Yeye kwanza anaelewa yeye binafsi kama mchezaji wa raga mchango wa kukuza talanta kama hizi ya hawa watoto wadogo, na siku za usoni kama tu alivyosema hawa ndio watakuwa wachezaji tajika. Kinachonitia pengine motisha ama inanifanya nifurahi zaidi ni kuona kuwa licha changamoto ambazo wanazipitia pale, angalau kumekuwa na wachezaji kama wawili hivi pengine wameshaitwa katika
nasikia akisema wameitwa kwenye youth camp
timu ya taifa. Alafu hiyo inatia tija na motisha. Yeye kama coach pengine atakuwa inampea ile hari ya kutaka hata kukuza talanta zaidi. Hiyo ni kazi nzuri sana.
Natumai pia wewe makala imekupendeza na umepata msukumo wa kufanya kitu cha kubadilisha jamii. Kwenye swali la siku, kumbuka, question of the day, do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal? Ndio swali ambalo tulikuuliza. Hakikisha kwamba unachangia kabla tuingie kwenye machambuzi ama uchambuzi wa aina hiyo. Do you think Manchester United has what it takes to stop Arsenal? Ndio swali la siku. SMS 0739110544 0739110544. So pia na kwenye Facebook KUTV Kenya, maridadi sana, tuko live. Alafu pia kwenye Twitter #KUTV on the spot @realpinches @KUTV_Kenya. Alafu jamaa langu hapa nguvu za nguva
au Eva_012.
Hiyo ndachukua muda kushika.
Jina kali sana hiyo.
Ndachukua muda lakini ndashika eventually. Haya, leo iko ni tarehe 21 Januari. Nini ambacho kimefanyika kwenye kumbukumbu za michezo? Ufahamu wa busara. Tunataka tukuache yani kabla tusepe twende zetu ukijua kitu kipya. Yani tarehe 21 Januari mwaka 2010 LA Lakers forward Kobe Bryant akakuwa mchezaji mchanga sana, becomes the youngest NBA player to reach 25,000 career points, beating Wilt Chamberlain by 35 days. By that time, Kobe was aged 31 year old and 151 days. Yani siku kama ya leo mwaka 2010 marehemu mwenda zake Kobe Bryant, gwiji wa basketball, the Black Mamba himself, anatambulika sana mjini LA, wanamsifu. Jamaa alifanya makubwa na timu yake moja. Sawa na MJ, ni wachezaji wachache sana wamefanikisha mambo na timu moja pale kwenye NBA. Aliandikisha historia kuwa mchezaji mchanga sana kufika ile alama 1025 za basketball. Raha sana, ndio kumbukumbu ama ndio kitu ambacho kifanyika kwenye historia. Sijui kama pia tumuangazie mchezaji nyota ambaye tunataka kuangazia leo ama tuendelee tu. Haya, hiyo ya Kobe ndio kitu cha muhimu ambacho utakiweka hapa. Haya, mchezaji nyota, kabla tuingie kwenye uchambuzi mwingine, tuangazie nani ambaye tunamsherekea sana leo kwenye kipindi On the Spot. Our player profile leo ni Moto William. Ni kocha, wanasema strength and conditioning coach, ama ni kocha kweli ambaye kando na kufunza mchezo anafunza jinsi ambazo utakuza misuli na uwe na nguvu za kucheza mechi. Kocha wa raga huyu William Moto kwa sasa yuko na timu ya Blackbird RFC, timu ambayo ni timu ya raga chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta, sawa na Kenya Chipu ama timu ya raga wachezaji wasiozidi miaka 20. Ana miaka 34. Hapa labda anipe ID nidhibitishe. Aliniambia na mdomo lakini siko sure ako 34. Wewe unaona kama Moto ako 34 kweli?
Wapi?
Hai. Kulingana na vitu wametuambia ameona hii nchi, haizi kuwa 34. But it's okay. Biggest achievement. Hata wewe umeona Moto for how long?
Tunamsamehe tu kwa kutudanganya.
No, Moto umemwona for how long?
Moto.
Marafiki ambao pia wanatuambia wanajua Moto miaka yao si 34. But all the same achievement. Moto William ni African champion with the Kenya Chipu, ama aliweza kushinda taji la bara Afrika akiwa na Kenya Chipu. Ni multiple champion with different under 13s and under 15s in different setup. Ameifunza peponi, amezifunza chuo kweli za hadhi huyu, na pia ndiye the presidential award scheme leader. Moto. Alafu kingine ambacho amekishinda mwaka huu, ameshinda ile scholarship ya kwenda kusomea masuala ya michezo na maandalizi ya Olimpiki nchini Ugiriki, Greece. Moto yani ni muda tu, tumtumie vizuri. Anaenda Greece. Hapa tu kahawa jamaa yuko tu kahawa hapatikani. Sasa imagine akienda Greece, hata simu tazimiwa. Sawa, pia Moto wanafanya kitu kingine kizuri ambacho ana kikundi kinaitwa Will Fit Ventures, ambapo huwa anaandaa pia zile outreach events za kutembelea maeneo ma children's home. Pia wana kando na kutembelea kwenye children's home, Will Fit pia wanafanya kitu kizuri sana. Kama una mawazo na unahisi kweli unahitaji kwenda mahali upumzike ukifanya zile fun activities, wana organize. Ngure wako na moja mwezi Februari ama ni March. Nitakutumia posta, si sawa? Itakusaidia sana. Will Fit pia wana wasichana warembo ambao wanafanya kazi nzuri ya kufunza watu. Hizo unajua hizo activity unahitaji pia kuambiwa. Hizo activity huwa zinachokesha, kwa hivyo unahitaji mtu ambaye sura yake inakupa mahanja Moto haja kitu kubwa, nimepromote Will Fit sana. But anyway, Moto jamaa wa nguvu sana.
Naona.
Yes, ni jamaa wa nguvu.
Kuja hapo kwa warembo hapo. Jamaa wa nguvu sana.
Kwa warembo. Sijui mambo ya warembo na Moto kwa sababu hajanitangazia ndoa. But he's a great man doing great things, and he deserves to be celebrated. And in this particular show of the On the Spot, we have chosen to celebrate one of us, one who is very close to us, kwa sababu anaifunza Black Blood. Amesoma hapa KU. Aligraduate actually kama I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I think he's a great man. And all the best in your future endeavors, William Moto. Siku moja Moto nikicheza raga, Moto alikuwa refa. Unajua Moto huwa anafanya everything. Ni refa, ni kocha, he has tried everything. Only 34 unashangaa how 34 umekuwa refa, umekuwa coach, thank you. In fact, Moto alikuja KU through scholarship ya kukua mchezaji. So he was a rugby player. Akakuwa coach. Na watu wamecoach. Kama umecoach Nyeusi is the oldest Black Blood rugby player. Na Moto amemcoach. Now tell me, how is he 34 year?
Kitu kusumbua.
Tafakari hiyo alafu. No, inanisumbua kwa sababu it is unfair. It is unfair tukienda kutafuta kitu. Kitu for example sijase but alafu tukuengage na Moto ati tuko the same age. Na sijasema niko 34 lakini mi na Moto tukue gauged ati tuko hawa ni wa kikundi kimoja. You know, Moto anafaa kuwa pale mbele ndio apunguze pia waseme akona miaka, wacha tuangalie vijana wachanga.
Hujatuambia ni kitu gani unaenda kutafuta?
Kitu tu ambayo inahitaji manjonjo, mahanja. Hebu tuendelee na kipindi. Wenda itakuwa ya lifestyle. Haya, kabla tuingie kwenye EPL, ni vizuri pia tukupe fixtures ambazo zitakuwa zinachezwa leo kwenye EPL, alafu ndio tuangazie mechi ambayo kweli ni bab kubwa, the biggest game ambayo itakuwa inafanyika kesho. I think Arsenal Manchester United in the longest time hii mechi ijakuwa na utamu kama hii, kwa sababu ni Arsenal ambayo inafanya vizuri na Manchester ambayo pia inafanya vizuri na inajihisi finally inaweza challenge. Early kickoff, Liverpool Chelsea 3:30. Wanasema ni mechi actually in the next 2 minutes ama ishaanza. Inaanza in 2 minutes. Liverpool Anfield, mwenyeji wa Chelsea. Wanasema ni mechi ya wanyonge. May the two team lose.
Actually hiyo inaitwa kwa lugha ya Kimombo inaitwa the battle of the Titans.
Which Titans?
Titans.
There is nothing titanic about Liverpool playing Chelsea now.
The most decorated teams.
Lakini wacha tuangalie lineup ndio tuwape, labda uanze kupanga ujue kama hela zako unaziwekelea kwa mnyonge Chelsea ama mnyonge Liverpool. Alisson Becker yuko kwenye mchuma, James Milner, Ibrahim Konate, Gomez, alafu yuko Andy Robertson, hiyo ndio defense line. ya hawa Liverpool. Naby Keita yuko katikati pale sawa na Bajcetic, alafu Thiago Alcantara, yuko Harvey Elliott kijana mchanga, Mohamed Salah na Cody Gakpo. Kitu kingine pia utamu wa hii mechi ni kwamba timu zote mbili zina majeraha mengi sana. Chelsea yuko Kepa Arrizabalaga, anabalaga tu na tunajua everything might happen, but at the end of the day Kepa has to be scored. Haya, kwenye defense yuko Cucurella, yuko Badiashile, Thiago Silva na Chalobah. Alafu kwenye katikati pale yuko Conor Gallagher, mchezaji mzuri sana, yuko Jorginho, yuko Hall kijana mchanga ambaye anafanya vizuri, yuko Mason Mount katikati, yuko Hakim Ziyech na Kai Havertz pale mbele. Substitute Fabinho, Henderson, Chamberlain, Jones, Timiskas, Nunes, Matip, Keller, Alexander. Huyu Alexander kuli jeraha. Upande wa Chelsea Aubameyang, Loftus-Cheek, Bettinelli, their new signing Mudryk, Mukayo Mudryk ambaye amenunuliwa hela nyingi lakini mzuri sana, yuko na kasi, yuko kwenye bench. Yuko Khalid Koulibaly pia kwenye bench. Yuko pia their new signing Fofana, Cesar Azpilicueta, Chukwuemeka amekuwa mzuri sana, alafu Humphries ambaye ni defender. Leo unaona mkimtumia Mudryk?
Most definitely will use them. Actually, when you look at this Chelsea squad, the only change that the coach has made is the Cucurellas. The rest, Nathan Chalobah, Trevor Chalobah was there. Thiago Silva was there the last game they played against Crystal Palace. Same case with Badiashile, Conor Gallagher, Jorginho, Mount, then Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, who leads the front line.
Almost the same team that started against Crystal Palace. That struggled against Crystal Palace. Now, the game has started actually. Dakika ni ya kwanza. Another match that is supposed to be played today is Leicester City taking on Brighton at 6 p.m. Southampton pia watakuwa mwenyeji wa Aston Villa St Mary saa 12. West Ham United atakuwa mwenyeji wa Everton, mechi nyingine ambayo pia huenda ikamfuta mtu, saa 12. Alafu Bournemouth Nottingham Forest saa 12, mechi nzuri sana. Nottingham Forest hapa najua atafanya makubwa. Saa 2:30 Crystal Palace taking on Newcastle at the Selhurst Park, another exciting match. Alafu kesho Manchester City watafungua udhia dhidi ya Wolves saa 11 jioni. Leeds United take Brentford ama host Brentford at the Elland Road. Alafu the big game saa 1:30. Saa 1:30 Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium hosting the great Manchester United.
Alafu mechi ya mwisho kabisa itakuwa Fulham dhidi ya Tottenham, and that is a London derby.
Where is the respect? No. Where is the respect?
Which respect?
Where is the respect? Nikitaja the great Manchester United, we deserve to remain silent for 2 minutes, bana.
Are you mourning?
No, we are not mourning.
Are you mourning a downfall?
You know, no. Actually, hata nyinyi mafans mnajua, mtu wa Chelsea kuongelesha mtu wa Man U, si anafaa ombe ruhusa kwanza? Si akapana number 10. Acha niangalie points. Unajua namba haishtui kama points.
Number 10 na number 4.
Number 10 ambaye akona point 29, 29, 1, yani unaweza hesabu rahisi na mikono. Wamefunga. Wanatusumbua. Manchester United like Chelsea wako number 10 na gap yao na Manchester ni alama 10.
Ngoja kwanza wacha tupatia watu update. Mechi safi hapo. Kazi safi. Chelsea Blues.
Kai Havertz. Hata najua nani amefunga. Kai Havertz. Hakuna mtu mwingine anaweza wafungia.
The Blues are really doing some marvelous job.
Nani amefunga?
Kai Havertz. And of course, that's amazing. You know, the introduction.
But si yeye tu angefunga.
The very beginning. This is a sign of winning. This is a sign of winning. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm honored and proud.
Let's start off with Chelsea-Liverpool. Game from the lineup, it has all the signs of Liverpool losing and Chelsea winning. Do you know why?
Tell me.
Ukiangalia lineup ya Liverpool, mpaka nimejiuliza,
wacha kwanza niende kwa lineup.
Nimejiuliza, kwani how many injuries does Liverpool have now? No, hata si kufungwa, na sijui mbona hiyo bao ya Chelsea imetolewa. Someone confirm. Bado iko. Mtu wa confirm kwa sababu hapa mimi sioni.
Haya. Wacha nikwambie, if you look at Liverpool's defense, let's talk about defense. They have James Milner there, Ibrahim Konate.
Starting off with James Milner is not a player you would want to start against Chelsea.
Joe Gomez and Andy Robertson. These are experienced players, if you ask me.
No. It's not about experience. It's about pace. Do you think James Milner will help Liverpool even an inch when he faces a very young Chelsea attack? Remember Mudryk akiingia? I don't think Liverpool, and just an update, it's 0-0. I think VR imefanya mambo yake. The 5th minute, bao ya Chelsea imekataliwa, but it's still going to be an exciting fixture, especially because both team, kila mtu anajaribu kupata ushindi. Liverpool ako mbele yenu.
Okay, Liverpool, we share points with Liverpool, but we are separated by goal difference. But I want us to take a look at the midfield. When you look at Liverpool midfield, by all standards, head, shoulder, by all pedigree, Chelsea is ahead of them.
Thiago Alcantara is not a regular starter.
That's why I'm telling you they will struggle in the midfield.
Yeah.
But when you come to defense, then they have, lethal and a strong defense.
Out of place. Gomez is a gamble. You know that.
Let's come to attack. Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, Harvey Elliott. I'm worried about the attack.
Elliott might do wonders. Mo Salah might do wonders. But then, Cody Gakpo, has he been able to fit in the EPL system so far? That's why I'm telling you, I'm not a Chelsea fan. Don't mistake me for that. But this, from the lineup, it has all signs of Chelsea winning.
The predictor has just said it all.
If you look at the lineup, Liverpool, I don't think they have a chance against
Chelsea. We're
Chelsea.
beating this team, right?
Today you might get a comfortable win.
A comfortable win.
Meaning you might score more than one goal. And I'm happy for you, but maybe finally you might be out of the 10th place position. It's been years of struggling. Another match, I think the biggest match that we are supposed to be talking about is tomorrow's match. Arsenal against Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag gambled midweek. Decided that we badly need this win. Casemiro is one yellow card away from missing the match, but I'm still going to play him. Gambled with the midfield, a draw against Palace, 1-1. Exemption of free kick from Olise. But again, it's a United team that was not so convincing, the midfield against Crystal Palace, compared to how they have played in the previous 5 matches. With Casemiro out and Thomas Partey in,
it is a party.
Do you think Arsenal are going to celebrate something?
I think Arsenal will have a party tomorrow. Big party.
So you think Partey, the midfield, will be the determinant of this particular match?
I think if you look at the way Arsenal plays, and we'll draw back their performance last time, that is last weekend against Tottenham.
Yeah.
This is a team that they attack and they defend. It's a team that is well organized. They know their chemistry. I believe every player knows what he has to do in that team, and that will pose a lot of problem. I understand Manchester United, you have some pacey attackers, but the game will be dictated by the midfield. When you control the midfield, then you control the tempo of the game, and that will be the determining factor in tomorrow's match. But by all means and by all signs, last time you beat Arsenal, but I don't think if tomorrow will be party as usual. So it's a moment of redemption for Arsenal and of course a payback. Arsenal for the last 5 fixtures have been on top of Manchester United. I don't know what happened last time, but this Arsenal have been
by top
squeezing
you
some
mean
win.
top in terms of ranking
Statistics.
Okay. Head to head, just say head to head.
Head to head.
Don't say Arsenal has been on top of Manchester United.
No, of course that is what I'm telling you. When you look at the statistics and of course the games that you have played.
No, head to head statistics. Don't say Arsenal has been on top of Manchester United.
But Arsenal is on top of Manchester United as we speak.
Now. As we speak now.
As we speak
but
now.
It has not been on top of United.
It has been.
In terms of?
If we were to talk about, let's talk about history. You like history at Manchester United. It is Arsenal have had their fair share of performance in the league for the past maybe 10 to 15 years. Same case.
No.
Same case.
The last time, we have to get it right. Don't lie to Kenyans. The last time Arsenal won an EPL title. When was that?
No, the last time Arsenal won
an EPL title.
204.
So when you say Arsenal has been dominant in the league for the last 15 years, what do you mean? They have not won anything for the last 19 years. But Manchester United, when was the last time Manchester United won an EPL title?
When was that? When Ferguson was, bidding goodbye to his managerial career.
2013. Now compare the notes. 2004 and 2013.
2023, 10 years down the line.
Yes, but how many years down the line for Arsenal?
Well, the gap between Manchester United and Arsenal is just slim.
Which
so you
slim
share
gap?
the same.
Slim gap?
You share the same misery.
No, misery? We don't share any misery.
Yeah, you share the troubles, everything, the struggles you share. You haven't won for 10 years.
The only trouble we are having is with our gym. We want to modernize it. Nothing else.
You haven't won for 10 years.
Yes,
Arsenal
but how many years has
Arsenal for 19 years. The only difference is 9 years.
So that's what I'm telling you. Don't say that Arsenal has been dominant in the league for the last 15 years, because it's a lie. To be fair, the last 15 years, if you are going to talk about dominance, then this is where you mention Chelsea, because Chelsea and Manchester City have 11 titles between them since 2004. So they have been the dominant force.
Thank you. So now you're speaking. By the way, when I was referring to Arsenal and Manchester United, I took you back to history.
Yeah.
So it's pointless to argue about history, right?
Yeah.
We focus the future. And Chelsea is the future. And you said Manchester City is the future. Now we can proceed.
And according to who is Chelsea and Man City the future?
According to you. I quote you, quote unquote.
But I never said that. When did I say that?
You said about the future.
No, the
future is now.
No, I said
between.
No.
Between
I
20?
said this. Chelsea and Man City have been the dominant force since 2004
until
now.
So what is
where
future?
Does the future is the future now?
The future is now, and we are looking forward.
You see, I always don't have a good moment with Chelsea fans because Jewish they are Chelsea na kuaga nini. But on this Arsenal Manchester United match, Arsenal have won 5 of their last 7 home Premier League matches against Manchester United, meaning they have been able to dominate. The last time they won was 3-1 at the Emirates last season. Manchester United are looking to complete only their second league double against Arsenal since Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. Doing so since the only in 2017-2018 under Jose Mourinho is the last time Manchester United were able to record a double against Arsenal. The only person who was before then was 2013 when Sir Alex Ferguson. They are looking for the first time to do that. This will be the 29th Premier League meeting between Arsenal and Manchester United on a Sunday. Manchester tunaitangwa the Red Devils. Of all the days, mmechagua siku ya kukemea shetani na siku tunacheza on Sunday. with only Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea and Liverpool wamecheza mara 32 on Sundays. Manchester United and Liverpool mara 31. Those are the fixtures ambazo zimechezwa mara nyingi sana on a Sunday. Kando na hii ya Arsenal dhidi ya Manchester United. Manchester United won 3-1 against Arsenal in September with the Gunners top of the table. The only side they are beaten twice in the same Premier League campaign when their opponent was top both time Newcastle United in 1995-1996. Yani haijai kusikika timu inaongoza unaipiga home and away. Tangu 1995-1996 Newcastle United wakifanikisha hii. This will be just that time Arsenal are hosting Manchester United in a Premier League match while top of the table, with the previous two meeting ending 1-1 ikiwa ni 2004 wakati Arsenal inashinda taji, na 2-2 in 2007 wakati Manchester United inashinda taji. So ndio mara ya kwanza wanapatana bana, Arsenal ikiwa kilele na inafanya vizuri. Je, ni Arsenal ni Manchester United, nani ambaye atatamba? Wacha nikuulize ndugu yangu. Arsenal wanajua Casemiro yuko kwenye mpango wa Manchester United. Probably Fred, McTominay watatumika sana kwenye midfield. Arsenal wako na pressure ya kutaka Manchester United ambayo ilikuwa very average ikiwapiga isiwapige tena. Don't you think hii pressure itafanya Arsenal isicheze kivile Arsenal wamekuwa kicheza? Kwa sababu watakuwa pressure actually now haiko kwa Manchester United, pressure is on Arsenal. At the same time, yes, sitaki kusema ati pressure yote ijatoka kwa United, because United pia anataka, amekuwa unbeaten for the last 6 or so matches, so anataka kuendeleza hii unbeaten run. Amepiga Man City ambayo watu walifeel hiyo ndio ilikuwa siku ya Manchester United kunyoroshwa. Pressure iko kwa nani sana, na labda nani ita affect kwa sana?
I think the pressure is on both two teams for obvious reason. This is not just an ordinary match. This is the rivalry between the two clubs that, you know, they anchor their success on the most of the dominance matches like this one. Arsenal versus Manchester United. For me, it's not about which team has the form and which one doesn't have the form. One team is on top, the other one is chasing, you know. One team dictating the tempo, the other one is just following in behind to see that if this particular team can slip, then they can, you know, make their way through. So today, tomorrow, both teams will be, you know, they will play a tactical team, you know. It will be some sort of mind game. Which team makes the fewer mistake and which one capitalize on those mistakes.
Before we talk about the probable lineup from both sides, if Manchester United successfully beats Arsenal tomorrow, does it mean United have a chance to win the EPL title?
Well, EPL can be won by, let's say, 4 teams. EPL can be won by Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United can, and of course Newcastle can at the moment. Because at the moment they can. So either team can actually carry this.
So does it tomorrow game also determine whether Manchester United has the power and everything to just chase Arsenal up to the end? Because people are saying, actually I've even talked to Arsenal fans, na wanasema hii Manchester ishikwe imekuja sana. Like they are beginning to worry that Manchester United might chase them to the wire for the Premier League title. Because again, City, as even Pep said midweek, City wanaonekana kuna msukumo hakuna. They are good side but kuna msukumo hawana.
Yeah. Tell these people to relax. You don't need Arsenal to hold Manchester United. You need Crystal Palace to hold Manchester United.
Yeah.
Brentford to do that job. They know how to punish a team like Manchester United. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It will happen. Their downfall is coming. It doesn't mean that if they win tomorrow, they will not fall. They will fall.
Why are you so emotional when you're talking about this?
No. Let me tell you the truth.
We are just analyzing. Why are you so emotional?
I'm telling the fans to relax. To relax.
You know, when you talk about punishment, like I'm thinking, so which team should I mention when it comes to punishing Chelsea? And then I have a catalogue of teams. But then something is telling me, be nice. Be nice to this guy. He's hurting. Probable lineup. Who do you think should undoubtedly start for Manchester United? Afai kukosa for starting lineup. Now that Casemiro is out.
Oh, so you are asking about the midfield. Well, for midfield, I think maybe it's time for Fred. Has done pretty well.
Yeah.
And the likes of, McTominay knows to dictate big games like those one to cut those runs. So for me, Casemiro out, maybe Fred in, and McTominay.
Yeah.
But the most crucial player in United squad right now, I think it's Marcus Rashford.
Rashford.
Yeah.
Sema motopasi.
Yeah, motopasi ni nyinyi.
Thank you. El Professor mwenyewe. Motopasi. Do you think what Weghorst should start for this particular match?
No.
Why not?
This is a game with high stake.
But he's a proven finisher. What do you mean high stakes?
This is a game with high stakes.
Top striker.
Where?
Okay, in Besiktas.
EPL was hard for him. He had to go to Turkey. Then what are you telling me about?
No, but in the game against Crystal Palace, his runs, actually the reason Bruno Fernandes scored was because of what Weghorst, opening up space.
And we'll see about that, but I don't think if he has really improved himself to be one of the dominant starters. I think he will come in handy as a substitute, but not as a first, in the 11 starting lineup. So that one should be left for Marcus Rashford in partnership of Anthony there. Then we have Bruno Fernandes. Then we take it on.
In a 4-2-3-1 formation, this is how I think Manchester United are going to line up. David De Gea, of course, the goalkeeper, been exemption of the season. Besides being Palace scoring against him, I think he has been able to keep a lump sum of clean sheet. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right back. Diego Dalot's recent absence, I think, has opened up for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Rafael Varane, exemptional, physical dominance. This guy deserves to start. Central defense, I'm a center back, partnering with Lisandro Martinez. I think this guy deserves to start now, and he does the job against Arsenal, against big team. I think we need him there. Luke Shaw, left back. Central midfield, Christian Eriksen, exemptional. This man undoubtedly has to be in the starting lineup for Manchester United. Central midfield, Fred. Right wing, Anthony. Since the World Cup, I think Anthony amerudi na mahanja mkweli. Anaonekana kweli ni kama finally the season is kicking off. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, alafu pale mbele what Weghorst. Why spend money kununua mtu na umtumii? Time. Arsenal, sitaki kuharibia kikosi. Who do you think should start kando na Thomas Partey? Nani afai kukosa kwa kikosi ya Arsenal?
Saka.
Bukayo Saka.
And Odegaard. Two crucial players.
Yani in short, unajua ukianza kumention hivyo inamaanisha Arsenal ni highly dependable on each other player. Like you need all the players for Arsenal to win.
For Arsenal this season, they have really built their team
around everyone.
And their performance based
Odegaard has been exemptional. Thomas Partey has been exemptional. Bukayo Saka has been exemptional. But I still have an issue with anyone who is praising Arsenal's defense. Bado.
Arsenal, they are trying. That is how we'll summarize it up. Arsenal, they are trying, but you need 3 players for Arsenal to survive. Odegaard, Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli. Very crucial players for Arsenal. Without them, the ship will fumble.
Giant, Thomas Partey, I think it's the person who has been helping them in terms of defensive work.
I'm not convinced about Partey's role in this Arsenal team this season. But if you look at Odegaard stats and Partey stats, then you'll see the big comparison and difference between the two players who has really held the engine of that team. So for me, it's Odegaard.
Aya, acha si tuende zetu. Sijui una predict game itaendaje ama nani ndio atashinda kesho. Kama wewe ni mwana Chelsea na kuombea mema. dakika 23 0-0. Tangia saa 8 sasa inatimia saa 10. Mkiniruhusu niende, nitajipanga tupatane Jumamosi tukiwa wazuri zaidi ya hivi. Niseme kwa niaba ya kikosi ambacho kimefanikisha huko nyuma, wako kweli wamefanya kazi ya ziada kuhakikisha kwamba angaa kipindi kiko hewani. Sasa mimi niseme kwa heri zangu niende. Be happy for no reason, tupatane Jumamosi.
Right, and it is a wrap up for us until next time, that is on Saturday, by the grace of God. Until now, you have amazing evening. My name is AUMA Evans. See you next time.